Saram, Dr. Krishna Kishor, and welcome to the
Sairam,
studios of Sri Sathya Sai Media Center. You have had such a long, deep, and beautiful association with Bhagawan going back to so many years. Can you please tell us how Bhagawan made you a doctor? Because we know that it was Swami who prodded you to become a cardiac surgeon. Share with us that story, please.
It was way back in 1993. I had visited Kodaikanal when Swami was there. And those days, Sai, Shruti and the Bhajan Mandir were not connected. There was a small little garden there. And we used to carry mud from that excavation outside. And it so happened one particular day, we didn't have breakfast. And I was carrying mud. Swami called me and said, "You didn't have breakfast and I don't want you to work without breakfast." He went in, picked up a packet of biscuits and a packet of milk, and then he made me sit, eat, and then do the work. And that particular year, Swami asked me, "Where are you working?" And I said, "I'm in Coimbatore." And he was asking, "What is your speciality?" I said, "Swami, I'm just an MBBS. I have not gone for post-graduation." And then he said, "Are you interested in coming to Puttaparthi?" I said, "Swami, I'm waiting for the opportunity. I would readily come." Then he brought me here in 1993 along with him. And it so happened in 93, there were 2-3 instances where Swami was a little busy, and I waited for about 3-4 days, and subsequently Swami said, "Go to the hospital. I've told the director to take you." So as soon as I went there, the director asked me, "Which branch do you want to join?" I said, I was working in anesthesia and I would continue to work in anesthesia. Then I came back for darshan in the evening. And Swami asked, "Did you go into the operation theatre and see?" I said, "No, Swami, I met the director and I came back." He sent me again. "Go see the theatre and come." And then one of the doctors from All India Institute was operating. And he asked me, "What am I doing?" I said, "I have never seen a heart before." So I said, "I don't know." And then, "Why did you come here without knowing?" I said, "Swami sent me here, I came." So I came back and Bhajan had just got over and Swami was coming out of the Bhajan hall. He asked me, "Did you see?" I said, "Yes, Swami, I saw, but I'm scared. I want to go back to Coimbatore." He said, "No, if you are going back to Coimbatore, you will not come back to me again. You stay back there.
Oh, if you're going back, then you're not coming to Puttaparthi.
You're not coming back to Puttaparthi.
Oh my God.
So you listen to what I say, go join in surgery." And again I was adamant saying that, "No, Swami, I don't want surgery. You give me any job, I will do."
You were really afraid of surgery.
I was afraid of surgery. Then he said, "No, don't be scared. I will make you a surgeon, a cardiac surgeon, and I will give you a big post and have you comfortable." This is the word which Swami said.
I will make you a surgeon.
I will make you a surgeon.
Wow.
And then onwards, things started to change. Time and again, every evening when I come for darshan, Swami used to ask, what did you do today?" And then, "Swami, I assisted surgeries." No, you should start learning how to do it." And then whenever the team from US or All India Institute, they visit, Swami would make sure that he puts in a word to them to give me opportunities and teach me surgery. So that is how the genesis started. And by 1999, you won't believe, I had performed about close to 2,000 odd surgeries in our super specialty hospital.
Wow.
This can happen only because of Swami, nothing else. Nothing else. I don't claim anything other than Swami's grace. It's only because of him. No.
Wow. So he really literally
He literally converted. I still remember I told Swami, I can't take a stitch, Swami. You are putting me in surgery. And whenever the surgeons who came from abroad said, no, I don't think you're eligible to become a surgeon. That was the state what I was. And today he's made me a confident surgeon, and he's made me capable of heading a unit in a private setup.
Wow.
So awesome. I owe all this, whatever I've learned, to his divine feet, nothing else.
He not only made you a surgeon, but we know that even your birth was his grace. He named you.
Yes.
Your grandparents came to him many, many years ago in the 50s, right? Maybe you should share with us those stories.
Yes. The first person in our family who had an darshan and interacted with Swami was my grandfather. He worked for a bank in Udmalpet, and then he was traveling between Chennai and Bangalore in his car, and he saw Swami in a Morris Minor car parked under a tree, and they were having lunch. Then he was pretty interested. He went and spoke to Swami. Swami greeted him by calling his name.
Oh.
So he was flabbergasted, and he surrendered that single moment. And then the entire family members, he brought them here. And in 1956, Swami visited Udmalpet for the first time, and he stayed in my grandfather's house for a day. And then that particular day, when my mother was a toddler, Swami was taken on a procession over an elephant's back. So Swami recalls every time when he visits our house for lunch, he recalls that moment and said, "Aa roju enige peki తీసుకుపోయినారు." So, and then onwards, my parents were married by Swami in Prasanthi Mandir, where currently the Krishna Arjuna statue is there. And that platform, the wedding was conducted. And what I recall from what my mother said was, they used to come on a bullock cart and stay in Pathshala block. And Swami, after darshan and interviews and lunch, by 11:30 or so in the morning, he would visit them, take a look at all the preparations for the wedding. And Swami printed the invitation cards in Sanatana Sarthi press.
Oh.
And it was, to be very honest, it was all done by him. The clothing, jewelry, whatever has to be done, Swami did it. And I was born a year later, and about a month-old baby, I was on Swami's lap, and when he named me.
He named you?
Yeah, wow. He named me. And then onwards, the journey again started until I got married. My marriage was performed by Swami in Trai Vrindavan, 91.
Wow.
And the bride was chosen by Swami.
Awesome.
They were non-devotees, but today I should say they don't have any other option other than Swami. It's that
Swami is the center of their lives.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. I remember there are so many occasions in those early 90s when Swami used to speak to you. So tell us more about those interactions with Bhagawan in the
There was one particular patient in our ICU who underwent surgery, and she was on a ventilator for about 38 to 40 days. She hailed from Nepal, and we were in the impression that she's not going to make it. We couldn't wean her off the ventilator and supports, so on. And her mother had written a letter to Swami and given it in the darshan line when she was seated there. Swami has gone through the letter. And then that particular evening, he called me and asked, what happened to that girl from Nepal? I said, Swami, she's not doing well. But for your grace, there is no other scope of her living. I said, no. You people have missed something. You must concentrate a little more, spend more time with her. and see that she comes out of the ventilator. I said, Swami, all of us have put our effort, and we are taking care of her in turns. And then Swami quickly created Vibhuti, gave it and said, give this to her and ensure that she'll be all right. And to my surprise, the next day she started improving, and we weaned her off ventilator, and on 10th or 11th day she went home to Nepal.
Wow. So after 40 days.
Yes.
Once
and I
Bhagawan
would think this is purely his will and his blessing that she is alive today. And we don't claim anything that we have done supreme to make her live.
I think when you work in Bhagwan's hospital, such instances are not uncommon.
Yes. But not only that, every time when he calls for interview or a casual talk, or be it when Swami visits the hospital premises, there were a lot of instructions from Swami, like how to approach a patient, how to disclose a diagnosis. It so happened one of the helping persons in Swami's kitchen, Mandir kitchen, he fell sick. He had an abdominal pain, and Swami asked me to see. I saw him, and I told him it looks like ulcer. That particular boy interpreted it as cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started crying, and he wanted to go back to his village. And Swami called me and said, yeah, what did you tell him? He said, Swami, it looks like ulcer. No, you should have told him in very simple language that it has become raw. And since some pundai in there, that means it's injury sort of. In a very subtle way, you should have presented. No ulcer annava vaadu cancer ani telusukunnadu. So
you told ulcer, he thought it is cancer.
And he is crying that he wants to go. Never tell what you have in your medical terms to the patients. They won't understand. They interpret it different. They start getting worried. And so if somebody is there who is about to die tomorrow, even if you know that, please don't disclose. You should never disclose. Talk to them very patiently with a smiling face. Don't have a castor oil face, and then you give them confidence. Every moment they live has to be filled with happiness. That's
hope and happiness.
So such tiny instructions I've received from Swami quite a bit, and I do follow them even today. Every fortnight we would expect Swami's visit. Yes.
And you would interact with the patients, you would interact with the doctors, and sometimes there would be some guests that you would bring.
I still remember one very senior gentleman who was very close to Swami and ardent devotee from Bangalore. He had to undergo a bypass surgery, and a particular surgeon from the United States were called for, and we operated on him. And Swami would visit every morning to make sure that things were all right. And you won't believe, the entire surgery Swami sat in front of the theatre and watched.
Wow.
I was a part of the team those days, and I couldn't perform whatever I would perform every day because my hands were shivering. Swami sitting outside and watching you. That was the amount of care he would take for each and every patient whom he has brought in. And of course, every patient is his own creation.
And we have seen so many such instances in the hospital, right? Which is beyond you, and you know it is his hand which is working. It is in his invisible hand which is making things happen.
Yeah, one particular instance I recall. There was a tiny little child, 3 months old. She had an extra blood vessel connecting the circulation of the lung and the body. So I was supposed to start the case, and I started. I finished the entire dissection and I was ready for the main procedure. I was waiting for the consultant to come in. And I was a bit nervous. The same day evening, when I came for darshan, Swami just out of the blue, he came and stood in front of me and said, "Why are you so nervous? Think of me, pray to me, and go ahead and do it. I will give you the courage. You are very nervous. You should let go this. Have confidence in me. Have confidence in yourself, and I will take care." These were the words he said. It tells us that he knows everything and he's watching us. You can't escape.
He not only made you a surgeon by asking you to get into the discipline, but surgery after surgery, he has been
closely watching and honing your skill and ensuring that you become the surgeon that he wants you to become. And time and again, he would ask Dr. Nilayam Sai. In one of the interviews, he said, "She's your sister, you know that?" And of course, our relationship is the same. And she's like my sister, she really took care of me in those days when I was here. And I learnt every single step of cardiac surgery from her. And even today, morning, she assisted me for the surgery. And this is the first surgery after becoming a cardiac surgeon, me performing in Swami's hospital. That was a great blessing. That's again something that Bhagawan had told you, right? Yeah, he told me. He always wanted you to work here, and after working for 8-9 years, you had to leave. But Swami brought you back. Yes. So how was it working in the other hospital after you left Bhagawan's hospital? Private hospitals, it was a little different. Where the component of money is involved. You have to listen to the management, you have to listen to the patient's present condition, their inabilities, difficulties. And sometimes the surgery would run in lakhs and we would feel pity that they were not able to pay. And we had to help out of the way for some people who really deserved and things. But it's difficult to find a hospital like Swami's hospital, where empathy is more. You feel for the patient and then we take care of them without any differentiation. But in outside private hospitals, it's little different. Here you can really serve the patient without any encumbrances, with all your heart. Yeah. And not only that, you don't have to worry that you are spending so much of resources for a particular surgery. Some surgeries may take a longer time, a lot of equipment, a lot of consumables and so on. So here we don't have any restriction. You can use anything and everything and how much ever you want for a particular patient to make him live his life. But in the outside world, it's not so. They have to earn to buy all those medication and so on. So that difference is phenomenal. You're free. Your mind is free. And moreover that, divinity is there. Yes. I mean, you can do the best for the patient. Obviously. And Swami's grace is something you can feel so much. Yes. But I'm sure with all the training that Bhagawan gave you here personally, you would have felt his presence even though you were not working in his hospital. Yes. In the outside hospital. There are humpty number of instances where Swami has blessed me in the dreams. Even before this visit, a few days earlier, I had Swami's darshan and his blessings. The moment I got a letter from the director that I was permitted to come and operate for a few days. So that particular day, I had darshan of Swami and he blessed me. In the dream? In the dream. And suppose if I wish to see him in my dream on a particular day, I won't be successful. He has to appear on his own. Yeah. It's not that the thought which is in the subconscious mind has caused the dream. It's not so. He has to decide to come in our whenever dream. He wills, he comes. Yes. And he guides you. I mean, yes, of course. I'm sure in your
professional practice there also, whenever there were any challenging circumstances?
Obviously,
You would have felt his
there
presence.
were tough surgeries. If I had posted a tough surgery or some particular patient is not doing well, and if I pray to him, I would get the answer in a day or two in the form of dream.
So that instruction from Bhagawan that, be confident, don't be nervous, I think that has really gone a long way in shaping you, isn't it?
Yes. I was very raw when I joined Swami's hospital, and he has made me multifaceted.
And he has graced you also in so many ways. He visited your house in Coimbatore
That
in
was
99.
That is pure love, nothing else.
Tell us that story.
The first time when Swami promised to visit our house for lunch was way back in 1966 when I was named. That's a year then when my parents bought a new house, and Swami said, I will come to your house for lunch. But though they approached Swami a couple of times, and Swami said, let's see, chustamu. And then it so happened 28 years passed. And as I recall, in 1989 was the first time Swami visited Udmalpet to our house for lunch from the way back from Kodaikanal. I had just finished medicine, and when Swami was passing between Ooty and Kodaikanal, he had to pass through Udmalpet. We were all gathered on the roadside for his darshan, and he passed the car, got down, sat in the chair for a couple of minutes, and he told me, come to Kodaikanal tomorrow. So, and then the subsequent day I went to Kodaikanal, and Swami had asked me what I was doing, and Swami blessed. So you finish your internship. By then I'm building a hospital. I will take you for the hospital. I wanted to go to UK. When he came home, I said, Swami, I want to go to UK. He said, no, don't go to UK. It's not good. Not good for you. I will take care of you. Just be patient. And the very first visit, Swami was about 1 or 2 hours there in Udmalpet. He spent his time. And it was a very memorable and very pleasant moment, because that was the first time when Swami is visiting, and I was, as before, everyone would be, was anxious, I was nervous. I didn't sleep the whole night.
Oh my God.
And he, in the dining table, he recalled everything. He said, Papam, Ratranta Nidrapoledu Vadu.
Swami said that?
Yes.
Boy did sleep all night. And he kept the promise and visited again.
Okay.
In fact, Swami, as you mentioned, Swami fondly recalls his first visit to Udmalpet and
yes.
him riding on the elephant. There are very beautiful pictures
Yes.
of Swami on the elephant. Journey of your family, every step of it has been decided by Bhagawan. And so how did this trip happen? Suddenly you thinking of coming to Puttaparthi and serving?
No, I was having a telephonic conversation with Dr. Nilayam, and she keeps on calling me. Even today she said, when are you joining? And it was a casual call, and she said she's alone, no residents are there, and a couple of them are going for exams. It would be useful if I could spend few days here to help her. I readily wrote a letter to the director, a copy to her, and asking for permission to come. And I got a reply. Though my family was not ready to come over this time because of their ill health, I said it's a divine call and I can't miss it. I have to go. So I traveled alone and stayed here for a few days and helped the people in hospital.
You're someone who has been really physically guided by Bhagawan every step of your life. And now when you come to Prasanthi, I'm sure those memories must be flooding your mind.
Yes, always. Every pillar I see, every spot on the veranda I see, I just recall whatever Swami had told me at those days, in that particular spot.
So when you sit in Mandir now, how does it feel?
I miss him. I miss his physical form. But I always have it in my mind that he's the one who's driving me. He's the one who's taking care of me. That faith, that's the strongest ever I have.
And that is what is carrying you.
Carrying me on.
You are someone whose life has been completely directed by him. So you don't know what is going to happen to your life tomorrow because everything has been decided by him.
Pre-programmed.
Pre-programmed by him. But it is so beautiful to have someone like Swami guide every step of your way, isn't it? And today to be part of his mission is such a glorious opportunity. What would you like to say to everyone who wants to be part of Bhagavan's mission?
I just have 2 words. Don't lose your faith. And he will, even for people who have never had Swami's darshan, I am sure in one of the ways he will make you feel that he is next to you, and also he would give his darshan. It could be in the form of dream, or it could be in the form of a picture. When you are, many times I've seen, like, you'll be just traveling in the car thinking of something about Swami. There would be some sticker or a photograph or name or something or the other would flash from the adjoining car or the previous bus or something which passes by. So some form he would make his presence be felt.
And there was an occasion when, you missed a Lingodbhavam.
Yeah,
and Swami recreated that, as you are saying. Swami can recreate anything for you.
Yes, that was very phenomenal experience I should have. It so happened in one of those Shivratri days, I was on duty for the whole month rather, because no one was there, and surgeons from abroad had come for performing surgeries and Shivratri function. That particular year, Swami did a Lingodhavam. I couldn't come as I was in the ICU. And Swami had sent word, where is that Coimbatore boy? He has not come for 3 weeks, through one of our brothers in the ashram. And then that particular evening I came for darshan seeking my senior's permission. Swami called me in and said, why you didn't come for the Lingodhavam? And I said, Swami, I was on duty and patients were there and I had to take care of them. Yes, that's your primary duty, he said. And then even before I could realize, created the linga and showed me. See,
instantly he created that.
Yes.
Wow.
This is what was the lingam that came that day. And then he took me into his kitchen. There was an oval dining table. And Swami was seated in one of the seats and he made me sit just next to him. I said, Swami, I can't sit next to you. I'll sit on the floor, you sit there. He said, no, sit here. And he took a plate, brought some tiffin, made me eat.
Oh my God.
Until I completed everything, Swami sat next to me and he was watching me eat. And you won't believe, there was a wash basin just next to the table. He said, Chetal Kadako, wash your hands. And I was taken aback by the gesture what Swami had. He was holding a towel for me to wipe my hands. there are two things that we pick up from that. One is how you have to treat your guest. When Swami says, my life is my message, in the physical form, that's what you learn. And second, the amount of love he shreds on you for doing his work, because you sincerely do his work every day. The amount of love he showers on you is phenomenal. And I am totally taken aback. Even now, I just get goosebumps when I think about it.
Absolutely. I mean, if you just imagine that scene itself, your body goes into convulsions of thrill at the love that he has. And because sincerely you are doing the work that
those 3
he had
weeks
assigned to you. And he's like, if you're doing the work sincerely, I'll give my everything to you. The amount of love that he will pour, we have no idea.
Yeah. And when you just come out of the interview room and mandir, you see thousands of people waiting to have a glimpse of him. And how fortunate you are to be just next to him, seated, and he serving you food. No words to say.
And I think people experience that even now, even though Bhagawan is physically not there. But if you do his work, you feel his presence.
Yes.
You feel his love so much,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
You would have felt it there, and perhaps people feel it even now in their own ways.
Way back in 1980s, when I was in medical college, I had come to Puttaparthi from Bangalore. And one particular, I didn't get a room inside because I was a bachelor and I was alone. I stayed outside, and then that particular evening I fell ill. I had a very high temperature. I had bought a strip of crocin tablets and a bottle of water, and I left it on the shelf. And then my cousin was in Swami's college. So the previous day I met him and I told him, see, Swami had not called me. So I couldn't have the word with him, so I'm leaving. And I went and lay down in my room. Midnight or late midnight, I was shivering with cold and fever. I was totally unable to just wake up, pick up the medication and have it. You won't believe, Swami appeared there, took the medication, gave a glass of water, and morning I was totally normal.
Swami appeared there?
Yes. That particular morning, I had not even had my shower. I had just brushed. It was getting late. I had just brushed and came and sat for darshan. Swami called me in for interview. And then he created Vibhuti, gave it, and then he asked, why did you not take the medication properly? You had bought it and left it on the shelf and gone. I came and gave you that, and that's why you're here today.
Wow. I know words to...
as time goes by, I recall so many instances and memories. Beautiful ones, like especially whatever I've interacted with Swami.
And all this was when you were a student. It was much before he asked you to take to medicine, and much before you could work in his hospital. So if you cried for him, if you thought of him, he was there.
Yeah. And another funny aspect, what I didn't say funny, but my grandfather used to say, I would hang a picture of Swami around my neck and go tell everybody he is my grandfather.
Oh, as a child.
As a child.
And he has really showered you with the love of a million grandfathers and grandmothers, really.
Phenomenal. Swami's love is unmeasurable.
Wow. So beautiful. I know there'll be so many more moments as you think about this long association with Bhagawan. And really grateful to you, sir, for coming to the studios and sharing with us a few pearls. And
I'm delighted. I should say, today I'm blessed. This day I can't forget. Two wonderful things happening today. One is operating in Swami's hospital as a consultant. Second, being with all of you to recall the memories and share it with others. These two things mark today's event.
And you have no idea the amount of inspiration and joy your experiences has given to all of us who are listening. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sai Ram.